And good morning, friends. Y'all know I love to get upset about the meaning of words. And today's word is accountability. Accountability. Yes, it's not a clinical term that's being misused, but accountability is sure enough being misused because people don't understand how it works. And because I have shared multiple times as a licensed therapist what accountability looks like, and I've made a few videos on it, I'm going to do it again because I see that there are several times a year that I need to repeat myself. So accountability is basically, in the easiest way of describing it, is taking ownership, responsibility for your actions, the things you do, say, imply, stuff that you do. Whether you did it knowingly or unknowingly, and somebody may have had to bring it to your attention, you take ownership and responsibility for your actions. Now, where I get roughed up about it is everybody's always talking about, well, I'm holding you accountable. I'm holding you accountable. Now, in certain circumstances, like um, formal violations or formal responsibilities, people have a standard that they've agreed to follow up front. So when they violate or do something that is incorrect and they are found, discovered, or reported, or however it comes to the knowledge of other people that have the authority to do something, then and only then are people kind of held responsible without their kind of cooperation, although their cooperation to the scrutiny was implied previously through signing of contracts stating that these are things that we will not do, blah, blah, blah. Also, another formal way is legalities, the law. Socially, society has come together. I know everybody ain't gonna agree that they did, but society has come together collectively and established a set of rules. These are the rules. If you break these rules, these things will happen. So the implication is I'm going to be responsible to learn the rules and follow them, because if I don't follow them, I'm volunteering myself to scrutiny and potential punishment, incarceration, judgment, fines, fees, that. So you have already agreed up front before you did it that I'm going to hold myself to these standards. If I break them, these are my consequences. So again, you at the beginning have given over your authority to a system and says, if I do this, you can do this to me. So for all the people that don't understand, oh my God, they're in jail. Yeah, jail. Accountability. Yes, there are some stray people in there that didn't do it. Okay, I know that, but we ain't talking about none of them weird phenomena. Those little specials. We're talking about the collective, the majority, everybody, not the little body, the big body. Y'all understand them words? Okay, cool. All right. So accountability, personal responsibility. When people say, "I'm gonna hold you accountable," you can't hold anybody accountable without their express permission. That's why accountability really only works in formal situations. It's difficult to hold people accountable in family and friendship relationships, although that there are contracts between the two of you that we're not going to harm each other, we're not going to do this. But people don't recognize that when you enter into these said agreements, that you also have kind of left yourself open to some things. But the biggest problem that I have with this definition is how people are using it in a way to punish people, especially. I'm not gonna say who's doing it, but I'm just saying that y'all don't never take accountability for nothing. I am accountable, but I'm not accountable to you. I have not given over my will, my thoughts, my processes over to you to scrutinize my life. The only person that I'm responsible to are the people that I have contracts with. And if I don't have a contract with you, meaning I am not giving over my power to you to hold me to a standard, then you don't have any means to stand there and tell me what and when and where and how and who. You can't, because I'm not accountable. I am not responsible to report to you. Now, in accountability, you should have a set of rules and standards within yourself that you won't violate. That is your personal accountability. Yeah, so wrapping it up, accountability. You can't hold anyone accountable other than yourself or someone that has given you express permission to hold them to a standard. And yes, kids of a certain age, and not kids because I heard somebody going off on the goat tangent. Okay, children of a certain age that have the capacity to reason and know right from wrong and all the things. I know you're not going to like it, but once they get about 12 or 13, you almost can't really hold them accountable either, because you may tell little Johnny or little Sheila that they can't do such and such or whatever, and if they done made up in their mind that they gonna do it, they gonna do it, get it done. You can punish and fuss and fight, and if they want to crack that window open and hop out at night, they going. So at that age, you can't hold them accountable until they have something internally inside themselves that built that new set of standard that I don't disrespect my parents, I listen, I do this, that, and the other. Ain't no accountability there. So people, I'm telling you and telling you again, save your energy and hold yourself accountable, and those that you are responsible for, you hold them to a certain set of standards, and keep your boundaries tight. If they're at a certain age and they can't keep up with what the standards are, you got some options, but that's not what this is about. I'm just trying to get y'all off of this doggone yelling match. And yeah, nobody's taking accountability. If you didn't get her pregnant, you can't hold her accountable. You can't. The only people that's responsible for how she's supposed to move is her, the person that got her that way, and I guess the baby. Them the only people that matter in that. Unless there's somebody supporting and the more. Because when you have to move in with your family, then you have relaxed your accountability, because now you said, I'm signing an invisible contract to follow the rules of your house because I need somewhere to live and I can't afford to do it on my own. So I'm relaxing my shoulders and my arms and my neck and my back and putting myself in your hands because I need something out of you. Oh, we can talk about accountability every day, all day. But today, I just wanted to give y'all a little something before I get to work. And later on today, we're going to play together as friends. We may talk about this further. But I don't like to repeat myself. It is what it is. You can't hold nobody accountable unless they give you permission. Yeah. Now let me figure out how much more ingredients I got to put up in this salad. Because, it's coming together, but it needs some more. I might need to get the blow dryer out and melt down some of this hair wax. Okay. All right, y'all have a good day now. All right? Bye.